Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario. This is my dog Lily right here, and this is going to be a very special episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups for two reasons. One of them, you can probably guess from the title, and if not, I'll tell you. I'm going over sealed games here. That's it. This will probably be a quick-ish episode, but nothing but sealed games in this one. And the second one I'm going to reveal at the end of the episode. So, in case you don't know, this is a series I do on my second channel here. Yes, I said second one, so if you're interested in honestly better content, more polished, edited, all that stuff, there's a link down below in the description to my main channel. You can probably see more of Lily, not right now, but this is a series I do where I go and I just show what I've picked up from everything, really. Lily, come here. Come here. This is again, a series where I show, all the games I've picked up, all that fun stuff, from thrift stores or, game shops or discount or whatever it is, and I show them all on here for my hauls. So, enough of the dog. She's going to be in here anyways, but let's go ahead and get into this. Lily. There she is. Alright, so I do have my two stacks of games right here that I'm going to be showing you all. So, these are from... well, this stack is from a sale, the other stack is from just a eBay transaction, but I'll go ahead and show you what I got right here. So again, just two little stacks, but I hope you guys will be impressed at the price. And if you're not, I don't do this for you, okay? Got these for myself. But anyways, end up grabbing these from a Square-Enix online store sale. Now, big shout out to Epos Vox. He actually ended up sending me this link when it was happening, and he's like, dude, big sale. Old games, check this out. And at the time, I didn't want to spend more money. It's okay right now, but damn it, they were such good deals I couldn't pass these up. So again, since these all are sealed, now this is interesting. This is interesting enough. I do have a sealed PlayStation game. I can't access it right now, but normally, they're all shrink wrapped and everything, and they have a physical seal, PS1 and 2 games. These ones are new, but they don't have the seals on them. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and open one at least at one point. But right here, end up getting Army Corps of Hell, $6, excuse me. So $6 for this. I've never played this game. It always surprised me that this is from Square-Enix, to be honest. And I figured, you know what? It's cheap enough at $6. Let's give it a shot. So I've never played it. Always looked interesting to me, but it was never cheap enough for me to pick up. So $6. No, yeah. This was 6? This was 6. Yep. So this was the most expensive game out of all this stack. Just keep that in mind. Lord of Arcana. So I have never heard of this game, to be honest. It's a PSP game, obviously. Never ever heard of it. Saw that it was new. Saw that it was cheap enough. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick this game up right here. This is $4, by the way. So $4 for this. And now we're getting to the good stuff, the PlayStation 1 games. Now, this is a system I hold very near and dear to me. And boy, I've been happy with these pickups. So Chrono Cross, $3. Final Fantasy IX, $3. Final Fantasy Anthology Collector's Package. I mean, that's what all of them are, but $3. And finally, Final Fantasy Origins, $3. So all in all, you do have to pay shipping on all these, but altogether, this stack was $30 and a few cents. So just about $30 for this entire stack shipped. Brand new, older games that are pretty sought after. I mean, that's good to me. These two, maybe not as much, but I mean, any PS1 Final Fantasy game, people are going to go crazy over. I did feel bad, though, because when I got this, there was somebody who, they had said, I tweeted about this, and they're just like, oh man, I've been looking for a copy of Chrono Cross for cheap. And I was going to link them to the sale, and I mean, these things went quick. So again, big shout outs to Epos Vox for getting this to me real quickly. But yeah, these were gone. I think it was just a clearance. So I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I would link it to you, but you can't even buy it if you want to at this point. I think they just sold out stupid quick. So I did want to take a look at one of these games right here. So I figured out of all these, I'm going to open up Chrono Cross because I want to see how this is. So can I do it with one hand? One thing people might be calling out, again, it's not actually sealed, and this is, compared to a actual official sealed PlayStation 1 game, this is pretty low quality wrapping. I don't know how else to say it, but it's noticeable. Like if you've ever opened up a sealed PS1 game, you could look at this and be like, yeah, no, that's not straight from Sony official or anything. I'm gonna explain that here while I'm showing you all this. So I also kind of want to open this up because one, wow, that's the first time I've opened up a PS1 game in years, and two, I could hear the disc moving around a bit, so I want to correct that. Thanks for moving, Lily. So as you can see, that is looking nice and clean and lovely. Awesome. Let me check this out here, and here we go. Chrono Cross Disc 1. There's the manual, so I guess the second disc is bouncing around, and correct, it was. So let me go ahead and correct this here. There we go. Now, there's one thing I can get into a little bit, and I'd like to talk about this. Now, if you want to see, a full, more in-depth video on this, I do have a video on my channel talking about these types of games, but check this out. I'll just have to show you. All right, let's look at the other game, or other disc, excuse me. Yep. All right. You're looking at that correctly. That is not a black PS1 game. That is a silver-backed PS1 game. Specifically, I'd say, yeah, no, that's silver. I was going to say gold, but no, it's a silver-backed PlayStation 1 game. And some people might be screaming, bootleg! You got bootleg games! No, I did not actually. Little fun fact with this, if you buy like brand new pressed up PS1 games now, which is the only place I could think of where you can buy them, I'm not talking about games that were pressed like 15 years ago and never sold. I'm talking about like newly, freshly pressed up PS1 games that are official and working. The only place I know of you can get them is the Square-Enix store. That's the only place I've gotten them. And of course, like on Amazon or eBay if you get those newer ones. But I'm talking about straight from the source. So if you get a PS1 game from the Square-Enix store, it's going to look like this. Don't worry, it's not a bootleg, it's not an unofficial pressing, and it will work like a legitimate disc because it is. So now with newer pressings, they no longer come on those black discs. They come on the silver ones. Now, my theory was that from what I've been told, this is on Assembler Games I'd seen before, all of the stuff to press those black PS1 games has been long, destroyed, removed, taken apart, dismantled, sold, whatever it is. Slot One Gamer, though, when I did mention something like this, he was just like, well, you can still press black games. It's just cheaper to press a disc like this. So they're just pressing this, I feel like, to save money. They don't need that black back on there because the game still works. It's just not the PS1 game that we're used to. And then on top of that, you can tell that this is a more budget release of it because, again, as I said, this cellophane, this wrap, is much lower quality compared to even buying a budget title PS1 game from Walmart back in 2000 or 2001 or 1999, whatever year you want to put in. And finally, on top of that, even though these games are sealed, they don't have actual PlayStation 1 seals on them. I'm going to try and remember to put a picture up on here. But yeah, so again, I thought that would kind of blow some people's minds. It was funny because some people, when I made the video, they were just used to getting silver-pressed bootleg games. And they're like, oh, I didn't know PS1 games were black. And then others were just like, my God, I thought this was a bootleg. But no, it's just, that's just their way of still pressing PS1 games, or at least they were able to in the past few years. But they were just doing it at a budget. So nothing wrong with that. I thought that'd be interesting. But yeah, that's my Chrono Cross right there. And now let's go ahead and get into the other games that I end up getting. So these ones I did not get from a store. These ones I end up grabbing on eBay. There was one seller, because originally I wanted to get one of the games in here, but I saw this, and it was a really good deal, and I decided not pass up on it. But it was all 5 of these Shin Megami Tensei games, or Tensei, I guess how you say it. Now, I was wanting one of them, 1 or 2 of them, and I saw this, I said, you know what, if I get it all in a deal, it's going to be cheaper. Plus, I've noticed, if you want a PS2 game, these Atlus games are pretty easy to find, all sealed and everything. Like, they're still selling them brand new and sealed. I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks like Square-Enix and Atlus, if you're wanting brand new PS1 or PS2 games, you might be able to get them pretty easily. So, I end up getting Digital Devil Saga, the first one. Again, these are all sealed up. But you'll notice they don't have the PlayStation 2 seals on them, the official ones, but they are brand new by definition. So Digital Devil Saga, Digital Devil Saga 2, Nocturne, Persona 3 Fez. This is the game I was wanting to get, by the way. This is the game I wanted to get the whole time. and Persona 4. Now, I've already played Persona 4 Golden. I've very much enjoyed it, so I have it on Vita. But initially, when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I want to get Persona 3 Fez on PS2. And then I was looking, I was like, well, you know what? Persona 4, it's going to include the bonus disc soundtrack, and I don't own it on PS2, so I might as well get it. But then I saw the other ones here that I do have a bit of an interest in, and now I get to the price. So for all of these shipped, it was $70, which equates out to $14 a disc shipped, or $14 per game, which I looked around, and if I want them brand new, that is the best price I was going to be able to get them at. If I got them used, it was going to be marginal. Like, some of the games I can get for $12 or $13 used. Other ones were going to be like $18, $19, $20. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to get all of them brand new right here. But I'm going to open up one of these games here on camera. The one I want to open up is... I'm not going to play Persona 3 Fez yet. I'm going to open up Persona 4 because it has the bonus disc in there, so I want to actually listen to the soundtrack. So again, let's go ahead and open this up on camera here. All right. And this definitely feels like cheaper cellophane. Let's go ahead and check this out. So again, I mean, everything on this is legit, so no worries on it being a bootleg, whatever it is. DVD-ROM, compact disc, has CD included. Special 2-disc set includes the game and a special soundtrack CD. Perfect. Let's go ahead, open this up, see if there's any other big distinctions on there. So there is the manual. I've never owned this game. I've never owned Persona 4 on the PS2, so this is nice. But we got the disc right here, well, the CD soundtrack at least. Looks like a normal CD to me. Okay, no biggie. Now, this is nice. It has the PlayStation 2, well, the PlayStation logo on here. It's one of the older it's one of the newer cases that does not have the memory card slot. So, PS2 switched to this near the end of its lifetime, but it's still an official case, so that's pretty nice. And then PlayStation 2 disc right here. Let's check this out on the back. And, ooh, okay. So I got to confirm what I was thinking. I'm going to try and show this at every angle right here, and let me kind of zoom in a bit if I can. So check this out. So if you look at the inner ring right there, it has all the barcode stuff. It has PlayStation 2. It has the PlayStation logo. But if you look at the actual disc, if you compare it to a regular PS2 game, which, you know, I'm going to grab a PS2 game real quick and I'm going to compare it. All right, so again, we're back over at Persona 4 right here, and I just grabbed a regular PS2 DVD. The blue games that were CD-ROMs, I don't believe they had this on them. Let me check and see. You know what? I might be mistaken on here. I might be mistaken. I'm going to have to dig one up, but I was thinking this might have been... So in short, I was looking for on the disc itself, kind of a little PlayStation logo on the bottom side of the disc, and it is not to be found on here. However, Brother in Arms, Road to Hill 30... also does not have a PlayStation logo, so I'm going to have to dig one up and actually find it, but I distinctly remember seeing those on there. So I was going to say that that might be a cost-cutting measure, and it might be, but, I mean, evidently there's PS2 games that are older that look exactly like that, so I can't really compare that all too much. Although, I also did take the opportunity to grab a PlayStation 1 game. Resident Evil, Black Disc. As you can see with Chrono Cross right here. Chrono Cross, PlayStation game, silver disc. Still legit though, so there's a little comparison for you all at least. Alright, so bear with me. I'm gonna have to, I've been fighting this for like a minute or two here. This is gonna be really difficult to show, but I'm gonna try and do it here. Possibly, maybe. I can't even pick it up on camera, but in short, there is... You'll just have to believe me on here, because I'm really not picking it up on camera. There is a PlayStation logo all on the data side of the disc, or not the data side, but, you know, just the bottom side of the disc right here. And I cannot pick it. There, I can kind of see it. If you look to the left of my head, you can see that right there on the disc. The Persona 4 one does not have that. No matter what I do, it doesn't have that. So I had to grab another game to do it. And you know what? I think it was also the lighting too, because I noticed if I put it directly under this light here, I can't see it. Like, I'm talking about on the other disc. I cannot see it here. But if I get it in some awkward lighting, like right there, as you can see, it starts popping up. Or if I did it in my room, for example, it popped up. So maybe even Brothers in Arms has it. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that does not have it. So I really can't tell you if that's a cost-cutting measure or not. You tell me. but I don't think there's enough PS2 games in production in the past like 2 years to really warrant them putting the PlayStation logo on the bottom of those discs. So that has been it. That has been the first ever sealed only episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups. Every single game in here was sealed, and now 2 of them have been opened up. So yeah, now I want to get to you all with the second reason why this can be a special episode. Lily, come here. Lily, come here. Hey, come here. You all might have caught it. Hey! Oh! You all might have caught it a bit, but, yeah, I'm moving. Your boy's moving. There's the U-Haul boxes there and everything. Your boy's moving, so, this episode is probably going to come out at least a month after the move happens, but this is definitely going to be the last episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups to take place in this apartment, so... If that's happy, if that's sad, if that's bittersweet, however it is, so be it. You know, I've had some good times in this apartment, but at the same time, I'm moving somewhere better and nicer and everything, and I'm excited about that. So, yeah, and this one's coming with me, and these ones are coming with me too. Anyways, this has been Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, a like would very much be appreciated. If you absolutely hate it, a dislike's fine too, but you're going to make this dog very sad because we're kicking her out of the apartment. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope to see you all on the next episode in the new place.